Hey guys, Josh here, and I'm back with another video. Yeah, I don't know if I should record this or not, but I thought someone might find it helpful. It's more Lego. Sorry that it's more Lego, but it is. I went a bit mad on eBay buying again, and I've ended up with some stuff. So let me just show you what I've got and what I'm doing with it, and how I'm going to process it all. So this is the first bundle. I've just started going through it before I decided to make the video, so some stuff's already sorted and organised. Yeah, I brought it because it was mostly mystery minifigure stuff. So this is the snake charm, we've got the classic king, I think that's the vet there, you've got the witch, animal control, pest controller person, you've got a vial there. These are all collectible minifigure series, and there's just a few random ones in here. But yeah, I paid £19.50 for this, and we'll just look at my amazing little spreadsheet. I do it on the phone this time today. I love this little spreadsheet that I do. So I paid £19.50, and there's approximately 70 different parts here. All of these figures are kind of incomplete, so they're going to be parted out and then dual listed on eBay and Britlink as parts. The collectible minifigures sort of parts are really well, so it's definitely something that I would recommend doing. So if there is 70 parts, they're about 28p each, and as you see, I've just gone down here and put the name of the figure. If I know the series, I've put the series there, and then just done sort of the breakdown of the figure. And then all of the costs, I try and keep it about £1.25 to £1.75. I believe it's the £1.75 I make £1 profit. The £1.25 I make about 70p profit. So that's kind of where I am at this sort of listing stage. And so yeah. So as you can see here though, I have already made a gross profit of £5. And if we just go back to here, that gross profit is just from these in the plastic bags, which I think is quite good. So all the stuff here, part out value wise, is worth over £24. So I've earned my money back, which is £19.50, and an additional £5.50. So yeah, so technically it's 25. Yeah, I've earned this here is worth £25. It doesn't look like a lot, but the skunk here is about £2.99. The classic king's beard is about £3.99, £2.99. The snake about £2. The witch's hat about £2. This tiny little medical sort of science vial, about £1.99. This is my money back and £5 profit. All of this is my actual profit, so I think there's going to be another £10 profit, £15 profit here. It won't take me too long to do, about an hour. And I only sort of buy bundles where I can kind of see they're mostly complete. So this guy is an alien from Collectible Minifigure series. This guy is, I can't remember his name, but he's quite easy to find. There's two of them, that's quite easy to list. You got Avengers stuff, the classic stuff like the chef and the farmer. I'll see if they're worth like the torso or anything's worth anything. If not, it just gone on eBay bidding, 99p bid. This is just profit, so whatever it sells for, I'll be happy with. Yeah, this is the disco guy. It's a bit chicken for some reason. There's a castle guy. I'm not sure if he's a minifigure, a collectible minifigure, but I think he is. So we'll see on that one. And then there's just some random sort of made up stuff, which I'll have a little look at. So yeah, that's where I am for that. I'm just going to show you how I photograph it all now. So this is my very shoddy photographing area. That's my bed there, and at the end of my bed there's a bookshelf. So this is a bookshelf with stuff on, mostly eBay stuff and some other junk. And I've got a sort of scarf here as a background sort of piece. Otherwise it'd just be, if I take this down, it's like a whiteboard which has some info on, so I won't show that. And then for Lego parts, usually I use a bit of felt. Felt is really cheap. Got a nice texture to it. And if I just move this, I have a bit of red as well. This is just from my old craft stuff, so it is used, but I only need a tiny little square. So if it's obviously like a pure color piece, I'll pop it on the red if it needs to be. Like a lighter color, I'll pop it on the red, or if it's just a darker color, it'll go on the white. So to contrast the color of the Lego piece, basically. And yeah, so how I do that is actually this would just go on here, out of the bag. The lamp goes over on its side, which intensifies the light on the felt. So this come out the bag. I usually put it about here, and then, you know, like that, snap, 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 and then on, actually if I can get it to focus, there we go, like that, snap, snap, snap. Obviously the file would be that way around, and then I can very easily import that to the eBay listing, and job's done. That's all I do. It's literally that shoddy. It's literally just a lamp on its side. I don't have anything fancy. And then this, because it's multi-listed on Bricklink and eBay, it just goes in a box called my eBay box, and then when it sells, I know where exactly it is. As you see, I've been doing quite a few recently. This is some Harry Potter stuff, some of the new series stuff. It's actually mostly sold. I haven't had time to put it away, and I've sold about half of it already. So yeah, let's go and show you the other bundle. Now, here is the other bundle. This one cost me £35. Now, it's all Star Wars, and I definitely did do my research before buying this, and I do know quite a lot of Star Wars anyway. So let's just go through and show you a few things that I noticed and thought it was worth my time buying. So the first thing are all these droids. I'll just grab them all out. So all these droids here. I've recently just sold a bundle of 5 droids for £7.99. On Bricklink alone, these would be worth about 70 pence. These 3 here would be about 70 pence each. These 2 about £1 each. So £7.99 on eBay, job sorted. You've got the, I think it's Boba Fett, the vintage one. He should be about £5, I believe, on Bricklink. The Rodian. He's a Rodian, and he's got like a scaly face. I think it's about £4 or £5 for him. I've never had one of these before. These are called the Magna Guard for General Grievous. Hoping a couple of £1 for him. I haven't had him before, so I haven't done any research. A couple of droids. You've got 2 R2-D2s. They're about £3.99 each. And there's 2 different variants of them. 2 different variants. You've got the grey top and then the light white top. And another white top R2-D2. So that's about £10 worth there. Another droid, I don't actually know what it is, so I have to do some research into there. And then it's just generally Stormtroopers, Clone Troopers, Hoth Troopers. There's a C-3PO. This is worth mentioning. This is Count Dooku's lightsaber. Saber. You can tell because the hilt is curved slightly. This alone is about £2.99 on eBay. I sold one last week for £2.99, so that'd just be relisted. And yeah, I don't need a listing for that because I already have one still. This is Darth Maul's lightsaber, about £1.99, £2.99 again. There's some Princess Leia stuff in here. Obviously the wrong face. Look how beautiful that face is. If it focuses. Ooh. Look at that. Ooh. But yeah, that's Princess Leia head and torso. I think it might be Luke's torso. Now, a quick thing to mention is if you ever get any bundles and they have some helmets spare, don't disregard them, because these on Bricklink, I've been selling hundreds of helmets in the past few weeks. These are about 80 pence. I sold one of these yesterday for about 90 pence. So if you ever get any spare helmets, just list them on Bricklink. So I've got links here. The guns I'm selling in bundles of 8 for, I think it's £5.99, so that'll all be on there. So estimated profit just for this bundle here, I'm hoping about £40 profit at the end. And honestly, it won't take me too long to list. It's mostly just the same figure. Just got to make sure you have the right helmets and body gear and stuff. And it's just sort of these I need to do some research on. Well, especially this guy I need to do some research on. But yeah, that was another bundle I've got. I've got one more on the way, which I'll add to this when it arrives. Probably tomorrow it's going to get here. But that's mostly weapons and stuff like that. But I'll explain that tomorrow. So I actually said I would show you all this, and I completely forgot. It arrived the other day. I've just got around to sorting it. So this is kind of what I'm going for. It was just a load of sort of Lego swords and weapons and stuff. I've kind of split it up into its different lots. So this lot is going to have 2 crossbows and 2 bows. I have one more of each of these I've just photographed. So I've got 2 of each sort of colour combination. They go for about £1.99 each. Some spears, some vintage castle stuff. Some Lego pirate cutlasses. That's gonna be one lot. Some cortanas. That'd be a lot. Some guns. I don't believe these are official, so I might just double check. But they look like the cowboy ones. The I can't remember what they're called. Like the American like missionary people. I can't remember the name of what they were, but yeah. And then just some Star Wars stuff. So that's what gonna be listed today. Hey guys, Josh here again, and I am back on the PC. Just showing you a few bits and bobs. I am now editing this video as we speak, so this is kind of recorded after it, a couple of weeks after. I'm going through and adding some annotations. For example, this one here I called it, I sold it for $7.99. There's a few where I'm correcting myself. For example, this one, I said it was worth about $2.99. It's worth £4.50. I kind of think transparency in prices is really, really good. And personally, when I watch people selling videos, I like being told how much they're going to sell it for, or if when they're editing it, it has sold. So, for example, here I did put sold £4.50. Here I put sold $7.99. I think it just gives people a bit of a better indication of valuing stuff. So here I put that the torso was cracked. I said the figure alone was worth about $3.99. I said the torso was cracked, but the part out value for the head and the legs is 60 pence on Britlink, approximately. Here I was saying it was Princess Leia's hair. I quickly just put, its part out value on Britlink for the hair alone is £1.80. Just to give people an idea that Lego has a bit more value if you spend the time and, dig through it like I'm doing here and just looking at what you've got. I was saying about the helmets. I said that was worth, I think, about 80p or something. It's actually worth 35p. And I'm going to show you that now whilst I'm on the Britlink page. This one here is a Stormtrooper helmet. It's worth £1.30. You might think, God, that's never going to sell. If I go and open that and we go to the selling page, December, used helmets, 116 sold for an average price of £1.21. What are mine? £1.30. So mine are a little bit maybe on the high side. I might need to lower them a little bit. The month before, 62 sold. The month before that, 153. The month before that, 75, 104. There is huge demand for these helmets. And it's not just Star Wars stuff. There's the Rebels ones that I was talking about. You've got the pilot ones that are in that set. This one you saw in the video, 48 pence. And these, 25 pence. But it's generally helmets in general sell quite well. Is there a good example here? Yes, this for example. This I don't really know where this came from. I had it in a bundle. £1.28. This is a spare part in any Lego set with Darth Maul in now these days. It's just the bit that goes on his head for his hair. 80 pence. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of money in hats and accessories and stuff for Lego figures. I just wanted to add that in, and I've rambled on too long. Let's go back to what I actually wanted to talk to you about, which was the numbers for that set, those two bundles, I should say, and a quick overview of the free Lego sets in general. I've kind of got way too many videos recorded on my computer. I keep forgetting what I've shown you, I haven't shown you. I haven't shown you this before, I don't think. So this was the bundle. This looks very confusing, but just ignore it. You can kind of try and make one yourself and follow it, but it's just very messy. There are some really good ones out there. So what I've done is I've put the buy price and then I've listed it in how I've done that. And I generally do that because I bulk list. I can very easily sit here with a bundle of Lego and just go through and put, figure out what it is. So this one's the Classic King Series 13. This stuff I parted out as doing parts because it wasn't all complete. I'd then just put head, the top cape, beard, torso, legs, and then that was for something else. Ignore that. And then I'd go through, and so the crown, I'll just, if I'm watching some YouTube, I'll just go on eBay whilst I'm watching the YouTube and just put, Classic King Series 13 crown in. Oh, £1.25. Stick that in here. Next one. And then when I come to creating the listings, it's so much easier just to get the information, whack a price in, save as a draft, take an image. I found that really, really fast and easy. Here's the lightsaber, bundles and stuff. what I have noticed is, or have I added it in and down here. I was gonna say the Darth Count Dooku's lightsaber wasn't included, but it is down here. It's £4.50 there, which is perfect. So this bottom lot had so much broken. I've probably got 30 parts of torsos, legs, heads, hairs that are scratched, damaged, broken, and it was not mentioned in the listing. I left it over a month before I sorted it. So yes, it's my fault. I could have returned it, but I kind of wanted to challenge myself to make some money from it, and I did. In total, um, it cost for all the two lots. It cost me £65.89. It was two lots, wasn't it? Three lots, sorry, with the weapons as well. Hopefully, I showed the weapons. If not, I have to find that in a second and add it quickly to the editing before I finish that off. £65.89. Profit was 51. I've rounded up to 55 because I hope the broken parts are going to be worth a little bit more than I'm hoping, which gives me an overall gross profit of 45%, which I think is pretty impressive. Obviously, I've then got the eBay lot 2s, which is some of the Harry Potter stuff in. And then the first one I did was a 42% profit. Second one was a 52% profit. This one's 45. So over the last 3 lots, I've spent £198.57. I have earned a gross profit after cost, fees, postage, etc., of £187. And I think I've sold maybe half of it, 80% of it. No, I'm going to say 80% of it. I sold about 80% of it. So I've probably earned well over £100 profit by now. And it's just a very little bit left to go. Really, really happy with that. It does take a little while, but I'm learning what to look out for quite quickly, which makes my buying a bit easier and my listing a little bit easier. So yeah, really, really enjoyed these 3 lots. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I'm going to stop rambling now, and I'm going to go. I'm losing my voice a little bit. I've been talking for about 3 hours today recording videos. I need to go to bed. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, so I will see you all very, very soon.